them the platform, and he says, go and do likewise. So our task as a church is to engage with the media. Let's come for partnerships. Let's talk about joint programs. Let's support our media ministries, because the true taking over will not start by just buying media. The guys in the back room there who are curating content and not misquoting you. Imagine if every sermon you preach, an unbeliever has to summarize it and put it on social media. Do you know the damage it will do to your ministry? How many pastors have not gotten into trouble because sons of Belial have taken their message, distorted it and sliced and diced it and placed it on social media and led to national uproar? So before you think about buying City or Joy, the guys at the back should be helped to do the right media job. Give them the equipment, let them do the editing, because they are the channels through which your message is going out. Give them the internet, support their work, because they are the guys who are summarizing the message. It says God gave the word, and great was the company of them that published it. So we must train our media guys, send them to school, let them go and do master's degrees and understand how to treat content, because the battle for the minds of Ghanaians is a battle for content. And we are not going to watch TV because your archbishop is on the TV preaching every day, or the chairman is preaching. Chairman preaching is good, but our children want to watch cartoons too. They also want to watch things that edify, but they must not be agenda laced. So we must take people to the best schools to learn how to create the content, invest in them, have new studios so that they can also come up with movies and dramas that you can watch with your kids and not cover your face, because every 2 seconds people are kissing. These are the things we must do to take the mountain of media. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? This is not a place to just shout at. It's a place to make a decision that even in my local church, my media team will be strong. They will be prayer guys. They will fear the Lord. They will know the Bible. They will understand context, because that's the battle. The playground for the end time war is the media battlefield. Satan has already taken people that he has put on the front pages, and they are controlling those mountains. But what he does not know is that God has kept for himself a certain number, 7,000, who have neither bowed down or they have not bowed down to Baal, nor have kissed and eaten the food of Jezebel. Obadiah is giving them the water and the bread of affliction. But the day is coming when their champion Elijah is rising. He's going to challenge them on the mountain called Carmel. He will give them the chance to do their worst. They will cut themselves from morning to night, and yet there will be no fire. But when the time comes for God's media soldiers to be raised, he said, prepare the altar of God and put the wood on it and put the bullocks on it and call to the God of heaven. He said, oh God of heaven, I have done these things by their word. If I am a man of God, then let fire come down. Then the fire of the Lord came and consumed the sacrifice. It consumed the altar, it consumed the water and licked up the ground. And then Israel went down and said, the Lord, he is God. Until our platform gets bent and gets to a point where men will surrender and fall to Christ, our work is not done. It's not about how many awards you win, how many presidential debates you moderate, or how many people invite you to speaking engagements. It's how many people see and fall and say, the Lord, he is God. That is a true calling of a media man. God is sending fire, but men must prepare. God is sending fire down to the nation. He's raising soldiers all over. You are a pastor in your church. Don't sit on the gift of your people. Charge them to pray. They must learn to fast. They must learn to wait on God, but they must also acquire the knowledge, because the empires of the future will be empires of knowledge, and men and women who are mediocre in mind cannot take those empires. Hallelujah.